Flip this around. It's starting to rain, of course. Blythewood Bee Company. I got my work cut out for me. The work is cut out. I did score a bonus. Look at that. Some Pro Nukes and a Jester Nuke box. I helped them clean their yard up and got me some free nuke boxes. And we got 32 frame maters. So let me get in the car. It's starting to rain, and I was heading, but I wanted to show you something that they had that they gave me to try out. I've never seen it before, but let me flip this around. Let me flip. No, I'm not gonna flip it around. I'll leave it like this, and I'll hold it up all in the car. Let me plug my. Yeah, I got four new Pro Nuke boxes. Well, they're not new. Used Pro Nuke boxes and one Jester Nuke box. And then it started to rain. They put the Matey nukes together for me. But check this out. Looks like a stand. Oh, the sound is muffled. Really? Did I get water in the mic or something? Hold on. Might be my truck. Can you hear me? Of course, I can't see the comments now. Well, I'm sorry about the sound. Okay, you can hear me? Well, they had some of these. You ever seen these? I never seen them before. So they gave me one. But you know what this is? This is a feeder box for, this will fit in a nuke, a 5-frame nuke if you got a feeder shim. It's got a queen excluder, right? They come up through the bottom right there. It's got a queen excluder. Where's that? Right in here. That's a queen. Well, it looks like a queen excluder, but it's probably smaller. And you put your sugar syrup. Put your sugar syrup right in this little tray right here, and let it close down. And the bees they come up through the bottom over the little V right here and can get to the slurp in there. So they only had a few of these guys. This was something they had in their warehouse that I guess they just realized they still had back there. And hey, Brooklyn, I don't know. They gave me this one. They didn't have any prices on them. They got these 5-framers, and then they just got a few. This like old stock. So if you call up Abby at Blythewood Bee Company, she'll probably give you a pretty good deal on it, you know. And they're light, so it can't cost that much to ship them. But yeah, they had a stack of these and a couple that fit in a 10-frame colony as well. And I just thought they were pretty cool because they had a lid on them, you know, and it's still a trough-style feeder. And better than that, you know what? If you have to take this out the colony and set it to the side, it's not really gonna, they're not able to get into it from the top or whatever. So I thought that was pretty cool. But I'm gonna head on the road back towards the house because I got a 30-mile trip. And it's raining. So I got my boxes ready for Jose's Queens. And made my first turn and everything shifted a little bit. But I got those 2-frame nukes come with a 2-frame bottom board and a 2-frame top. And I got 30 of them. I bought 30 of them. So I got 25 queens coming. I got 30 boxes. So now the problem is they got to dry out before I can paint them. So I might have to bank queens, which I was trying to avoid, but I might still have to bank them. My thing is now, if I sell a queen, if I've got a mated queen, they might as well, instead of banking them, I might as well just let them lay some eggs for me and make generate queens, right? So that's kind of where I'm at now on that process. But it's just that that I'm making money, but then I'm reinvesting the money that I'm making. So am I netting anything in my pocket? No, not at the moment. I'm not putting anything in my pocket. I'm reinvesting it to grow my apiary and letting my customers pay for my new equipment. Yeah, I think so too. You know, they can get used to their environment, and Houston, they can get used to their environment and lay some eggs and not get you know, and not be a problem. Hey, thanks, Silver Grill. I appreciate that. You know, I still have honey. Shit, I got cases of honey in my back seat back here. You know, so I learned that lesson. If you have honey and you don't keep a couple cases in your car or truck, in the trunk, wherever, so when someone finds out you're a beekeeper and says, "Oh, I'd like to try your honey," oh great, come on, I got some at the truck. You know, and then you can just. My thing is, you can't sell from an empty wagon. I learned that. I used to own a car stereo shop. You can't sell car stereos if you don't have car stereos. You can't sell queens if you don't have queens. You can't sell nukes if you don't have nukes. So you got to get yourself a system to be able to keep replenishing those. And whether that's buying queens in bulk, or growing your own queens, or grafting, if grafting's good for you, then you know that's ways you can do it. So right now, I could probably sell 25 nukes right now. If someone wanted to come buy nukes, I could probably sell 25 nukes and free up equipment. And now these are colonies that I already know aren't going to produce honey for this year for me, right? I really only planned on the 12 that came through winter to make me any honey. So, you know, you just have to get it to where you start the ball rolling. I'll go ahead and talk about it, guys. So here's the thing. We got 7 people watching right now. I sold way more honey than I produced. Way more. So that's when this whole community and network comes into play, right? I know other beekeepers in my area that maybe they make more honey and don't have the people that as many customers, right? Maybe they're further out than me, or they have to take it to the market or whatever. So I'm able to buy 5-gallon pails of honey cheap, and cheap, $220. All right, and you're gonna say $220? Oh my God! You're right, $220. But $220 for honey is 60 1-pound bottles of honey. Damn the rain. 60 1-pound bottles of honey is $600. So you take out the 30, I'll say 50 cents that I pay for my bottles and lid and stickers. So less than $1 in the sticker. So I got an extra $6, so I'm doubling my money. So I spent less than $300 to make $600. So if you got the clientele and you can do that, the difference is, hey, I don't know what it is in West Tennessee, but I'm going to tell you, I'm not selling any honey less than $10 a pound. So $10 for a 1-pound jar, $15 for a pint. That's actual weight, that's not ounces, right? 16 ounces is a pound, and that's what a pint jar is, 16 ounces. But honey's denser than liquid. Right. And I'm not missing sales. It's still local honey. Everything's the same about it, other than it didn't come out of my colony. So it's helping another beekeeper. They're selling their honey. I'm selling the honey, but I've got the cost of all the bucket, or all of the equipment, all of the bottles, and all of that, and the labels to sell the honey. But now here's the caveat to that. This year, I'm going to make more honey than I did last year. So now, all of that honey is cost me nothing, right? So now $600, I've got $60 invested in bottles. I'm making $540 for my honey. You know, interference. So you got to be able to find out what your market price is. If you can sell it for $20, please don't sell it cheaper than what the going rate is. I know you feel like you're doing something and you're selling more, but you're losing more. You're losing money. You know, trust me, when I buy stuff, I try to get it as cheap as possible. That's natural, right? You want to pay as little as possible. But the price you're paying, it makes it harder to go up on the price, to explain why was your price $15 a pint and now it's $20 a pint. You know, but if it's $20 a pint and you're selling it for $20 a pint, and let's say somebody comes and buys 4 or 5 pints, well, then drop it back a little bit, give them a discount for buying a bunch, or give them a smaller bottle, or, something like that as a bonus. Or, I've given people chicken eggs. Oh, you just bought $2 in honey, let me give you a dozen chicken eggs off my chickens, because I'm not going to eat them anyway, and it's a benefit for you. Yeah, you gotta, because next year you might only be able to get $10 for it, right? And if anybody ever asks you, well, hey, why is your honey so much? I just point right over to my box and say, you see those boxes, how they're stacked up? Each one of them is about $50. The equipment to take the honey out of it is another $5,000 that I spent, $6,000. I'm not lying to them. They just don't understand. I'm educating them. And hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm yelling at you guys, but I'm talking loud because of the rain bouncing off the car. But you have to be opportunistic, right? So like I always keep my money behind, like the honey money. I've got my honey funny stash, and I keep that. I don't deposit that cash. Well, A, I need change for my customers, and B, it allows me to take advantage of sales and other discounts and things that I might be able to take advantage of. Right, so, I mean, if I've got, if I've got $1,000 that I've had stashed away from honey money, well, then maybe I need queens. I can buy queens, but I'm not going to buy queens. Yeah, sorry, DC. I'm not going to buy one queen. If I've got to buy one queen, I'm going to buy as many queens as it takes to get me the first price break. So if I got to buy 5 queens, I'll buy 5 queens if it's going to save me a little bit, right? And what I found, guys, what I found is if you buy 9 queens, let's say they're $33 for 9. If you buy 10 queens, they go down by $3. So you're basically getting 1 queen for free. So don't ever buy 9 queens. If the price breaks, because that 10th one is basically free, they're just not telling you that. So, like today, yep, I went and spent some money on some mating nukes. Awesome. I knew that was an expense. Came out of my honey money, right? Because I know I've got queens that I ordered coming from Greg Burns. So, here's the thing. I was waiting on them they said they'd put them together for me. They didn't charge me to put them together, by the way, today. And, alright, now I'm not getting any rain. I can tell we're more regular. But, so, I'm waiting on them to put them together. Well, they've got their little nuke yard in the back, where when they sell nukes, they got them on stands. So I'm walking around talking to Houston on the cell phone, and smoking a cigarette outside. Well, guess what? They had empty nuke boxes out there that, like, dead outs and stuff like that. And I'm like, what y'all doing with them empty Pro Nukes and, you know, the Jester nuke boxes that you got outside? Oh, we're probably just going to get rid of them. Well, don't get rid of them. I'll take them from you. So I loaded them up. So I got 4 Pro. Place those, that's $100. So that's you know, that's free, man. I mean, and some of them, believe it or not, had comb in them. And I said, y'all want this comb? Well, we can't resell it. So, nah, we're not going to take it. So I got drawn comb too. Now, some of it may look bad, so I may melt it down, but again, that didn't cost me anything either. The frames themselves are a few bucks a piece, you know. Now they're not all full, but they do have some. Yeah, we got a storm coming through, guys, so that's what's going on right now. But all them bees in charge for the nuke, right? That's it. That's it, guys. It's just about being opportunistic. Right now, this time of year here, you can't find a nuke. Not local, you ain't finding no nukes. So, you know, that's the thing. So if somebody calls for nukes, I buy most all my gear from Blythewood. Blythewood gives them my number. Well, Bob said he's got some. Give him a call. I don't know if y'all can hear this rain, but it is coming down. And I was planning to paint today, and I can't paint now because it's raining without moving them all inside. But I don't feel like loading 30 boxes up to take them in, to paint them, to put them back outside. Don't make much sense. So I guess that'd be a job for another day. But yeah, so I'm planning to have a Zoom, probably a Zoom. If you've joined and subscribed to the channel as an extra benefit, we'll do a Zoom and talk, have a Zoom talk or a StreamYard talk for members that can join, and we'll talk about making money and different things about making money in the bee yard and how to grow with your income that's coming off of the bees, you know, and doing that. And and then what we'll do is, for everybody that's not subscribed, we'll save it and upload it as a video, because it's not my goal to charge people and make money off of memberships, but because they do and they donate, then I feel it's only right they get something extra, right? They can be in there and ask the questions and stuff, and I think that's fair. And then upload it back to the back to the channel as a regular broadcast, you know, or a regular video. I think that'll be a fair thing, and that way everybody can benefit for it. But the people that are subscribing can actually come in and ask questions and stuff. And how I mean, it's just how I look at things, man. Everybody else, they're going to have their own opinions and how they look at it, and it's all based on what you can afford, because there is an investment either way, you know. Should be colors of bees. Well, each badge, the badges change colors the longer you've been a subscriber. So I think they start out green and go to yellow and red and different colors for the longer you've been a member. But with that being said, YouTube is growing, and I appreciate every one of y'all. I mean, I think I'm up. This will be the best month that I've ever had, and it's you guys that are doing it. So I appreciate y'all. I think, and I put out a lot of content, so that helps. But I'll actually be able to get a 1 month payout in 1 month. So I'm at like $100 a month. I mean, $1,200 a year, you ain't getting rich. You know what I mean? But $1,200. If it averages out $100 a month, $1,200 paid for my uncapper, right? Paid for my uncapping tank or my bottling tank and valve. So actually, it did. $1,200 is what I spent on my bottling tank and valve, not including the shipping. But so yeah, I mean, gosh almighty, it helped out. It helps out. Every little bit counts. And then Queens, and yeah, it does. It buys more equipment. My wife's gonna shoot me though, man, if I don't start giving her some money. I like to piddle around and stuff, and I like building stuff, boxes. I like to do that stuff when I like to. I don't like with this. I ordered the Queens before I had the equipment for the Queen to go into. So now I went and got that so I could go ahead and have a place to put the Queens in. So it's more something I needed right now. And the Queens should be here tomorrow, hopefully, or maybe the next day. But if they come the next day, great. It gave me an extra day in between to get things straightened out. But, being opportunistic is probably the biggest thing. I would not have bought those Queens from Jose, not because it's Jose, but because I'm not paying the full retail. I actually saw on the Book of Faces that that he had more Queens than they were expecting, and that's when I went ahead and bought them. Yeah, it's the Beaconomics, right? Chicken math. So taking $200 and flipping it and flipping it and flipping it. Oh my God. Views to me. Me and Lee were talking last night. This month, I've had 25,500 views of last night after the live stream. Sounds like a big number, guys, but that's this month, right? So 25,500 views. But it doesn't make, I don't make money on when we do the live stream as far as the original view. If I make money on the live stream, it's after the fact. Yeah, I know, DC, you're the one that's doing it. But, the views, the money made, honestly, $100, and this is going to sound probably, I don't know, it's $100. Don't discount the fact that it's $100. But the amount of time that we spend to make $100, I could do one night of Uber and make that up in one night, right? Let me see. Oh yeah, Jose's channel. There you go. He makes great content though, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I saw on Facebook he had $25 Queens. I'm like, okay, let's buy some Queens. I don't have the equipment for those until now. Now I got it, but they're not finished. They're not painted. So, so 25 Queens that I did. It's a risk. It's a gamble. But instead of gambling, I spent more money to how do you call it? Not dollar cost average, but to back my bet, right? If somebody buys a Queen, I'm out of one of my already established colonies. Yeah, definitely better odds than a casino. And at it, guys. I told the people at the bee company, you probably won't see me buying much equipment now. I don't need it at the moment. I mean, I could make more splits. I could take those nukes and split them all again, since they're not going to make honey. But I would have to buy more equipment, more boxes, more stuff. So what I'm trying to do is take the equipment I've got, move the 5s to 10s, right? 5 frames to 10 frames, 2 frames to 5 frames, and then split back to the 2 frames and just keep the cycle turning. So I always have queens, I always have nukes, I always have production colonies. And you know, that can change. Well, my bees, they're probably still in bed because it's been overcast, and I mean it's warm enough for them, but it was overcast then started raining, so it's been it's kind of crazy. But we need the rain. The rain makes the flowers grow, right? And when the flowers grow, the bees are happy. So we'll take this little break right now, and maybe they're getting all the water and everything they need right now to get another burst going. Yeah, so that's kind of been it, guys. That's the strategy that I've been using. Now, my wife doesn't like the strategy too much because I'm not putting money in Mama's pocket. I'm putting money back into Bee's pocket, and then hopefully eventually we'll get to that point to where somebody comes and buys more nukes. I'll just take them out of my existing 5-frame boxes and yeah, usually it's about 52, 53 degrees here. They'll start flying here. Yeah, that's the plan. Different colors. You know, try to do different colors. I did burn one while I was sitting there because I still had my torch in the truck. And then it started raining, but I did burn one. And let me make sure I'm not causing no accidents here. But so yeah, so I gotta, and now I need, guess what? I need stands for my nuke, or for my 2-framers, right? So guess where they're going? Right where I cleared out in the back. They're going along the back of the property, away from the production. Not way far away, but back behind the chicken coops over that way. More shade. Yeah, burn one. But I'm just trying to make sense of it and do it a logical way. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've expanded way faster this year than I planned to. That was not the, I would have never thought in a million years coming out of winter with 12 colonies, I'd be sitting on 35, having sold 4 nukes and about 50 queens that I've sold. Never would have thought it. Never would have thought it. You know, but because I'm trying to be opportunistic and I don't have any other job, it's I don't have to worry about the time management of being able to manage the bees, right? As much as, you know, a lot of people. So if I've got the money coming in and I can reinvest it and make sure I make money in the future, then that's what we got to do. And you know, we'll make it work. We're gonna make it work, guys. Anyway, that was kind of the little 30-minute dissertation of me planning to do a live for the members. I'll post it in the member area, and then you know, I understand if you can't afford or don't want to be in the member area. That, I mean, at least the member area, if you're in on that one, then you know, you get face to face, ask the questions, and then I'll upload the video at a later date to the channel so people can watch it after the fact. So don't feel like you
you know, hell, a lot of y'all have my phone number anyway. You can just pick up the phone and call me. But if don't feel like you have to do that, guys, but because people are doing it, I feel like I need to do something a little bit extra for them, that they can benefit from the ability to be able to ask me questions directly on just my opinion, you know, or toss around ideas. That's always helpful. Not saying they have to do it or they have to follow my business model or anything. You know, I don't have anything coming in, so I've got to generate money coming in so I can reinvest in the bees. So that's how I'm doing it. And right or wrong, we'll know. We'll find out. You guys will be right with me in the future, watching the videos. Well, Bob did this and it sucked, and I'll tell you it sucked if I think it sucked. You know, I'm not gonna tell you something wrong. And Lee's Excel spreadsheets are great. I know me. I don't document as much as I need to do to fill out the sheets, right? And then take the sheets and then go back to my computer and type it all in. So that's kind of the drawback for what I do, is I'm not that diligent. You know, but I do have spreadsheets that from Lee. Lee gave me his spreadsheets, most of them. But I'm a realist. Here's the thing, Lee is great with spreadsheets. Me, I can make a spreadsheet, but I don't have the diligence to keep at it. Matter of fact, I ain't been by the Grove. I was gonna go today, but not gonna go today, I guess. And if I get a morning that is nice out, I might swing by the Grove to see how them bees are doing over there. I was gonna give the queen about a week before, you know, the new queens I put in there, before I go and judge her, see how she's doing. You don't make us a witness? Yeah. Well, hey, you'll know if I'm not gonna tell you no stories, you know what I mean? If I think something sucks, I'll just tell you it sucks. Like, you know, I love my Guardian jacket, but it sucks it don't have Velcro on the pockets, right? And I said it. And that's how I kind of operate. If y'all think something sucks, please tell me, and I'll try to change it. And I'll try to understand why you think it sucks. But, and that's what we got to do, guys. Every time you go to the bee yard, it's not rainbows and unicorns, right? Matter of fact, most days it's not rainbows and unicorns. But at any rate, you guys have a blessed day. It's rainy here, and we'll try to, no, he's got it on his desk still. But I'm not sewing no Velcro in my pocket. And I don't know if you've ever used a sticky one. As soon as it gets hot, it unstickies. So, at any rate, guys, you have a good day. And we'll see you on the next video. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you guys again real soon. Bye-bye.